Video for you. Let's do boot camp style. I had a couple requests for this one too. You're gonna want some dumbbells. Get those ready. And that should do it. Make sure your space is cleared out. As always, consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise class, you assume all dangers, hazards, risks of such participation. The exercises I demonstrate can get physically demanding, so if you're unable to safely perform, please modify and do what's best for you. Make sure you have some water. This is probably gonna be maybe like a 20-ish, 25-minute workout. So hopefully it'll work on those days when you need something a little faster than 45. All right, shake it out. Boot camp style means we've got both cardio and strength. Things are generally gonna be timed, and head to toe. Here we go. Let's start with good breath work. In through the nose, out through the mouth. How about two more? Last one. All right, start with your feet. Just move those feet around, wiggle your toes in your shoe. Flatten your feet out so you're really sinking into the sole of your shoe. And then go ahead and shift your body weight left and right. Notice how it feels to have that full body weight to one side. Now start to lift the heel as you pull the body weight away. We need to fire up some balance for things that we have going on. Can you get ready to lift that foot off the floor? Fire up that balance. One here, and set it down. You're gonna go back and forth with a more front and back alignment. Just follow along with me. Picking up the front, picking up the back. Again, one more of each. And then switch the feet. Bring the other one in front. Same rocking motion. Good work. One more of each again. All right, hip circles. We will work on opening the hips so we are ready for any sort of cardio movement, as well as strength positioning that we might need to take. Notice what direction your circles are going in now. Take a little pause and then go the other way. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up and overs, we call them, hip openers as well. If you want to add arms out for some extra balance and support, you can also use a counter or your barbell to support your movement here. We're now going to pick one foot up, set it back. If you look between your heels and you're able to connect the heels and the line would be diagonal, then you're in the right spot. And what I mean by that is you don't want a vertical line between the heels here. It's a step out and then bring the foot back home. And now there would be a horizontal line between your heels. Let's do 5 more of these. We're not stepping back to a tightrope. 3 more. 2. And 1. You want to get some hip circles in between. We're going on to the other side. Find your balance. And we have 6 here. Keep control on that leg that's lifted up and back. If you're feeling like all that body weight is traveling with it and you're hearing your foot thud to the ground, you need to be working on that standing leg, getting tall and maintaining that balance while you pick that foot up. Finish with a couple more hip circles. And the other way. Okay. Go ahead, I'm gonna get your core temperature raised a little bit here. We're just gonna do full body reaches. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. These reaches are gonna go shoulder height and across out in front. 4, 3, 2, 1, and directionally toward the ground, but we don't need to touch the ground. We're just reaching across the body toward the ground. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a few steps, roll the shoulders out. Let's make sure our alignment with the spine is in check. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Good platform, good balance. Tuck the tailbone, turn on your glutes. Belly button is in, solid core. Crown of your head is up to the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back and down. Focus here, tuck and squeeze. Tuck and squeeze again. Let's do 4 more. The reason we do this is to get those nerve paths fired up. So when you cue your posture and you want that tailbone tucked, glutes, core set, everything kind of makes a flow. And you can set that and then do a motion, a movement that could be done a bit, more safely with that foundation and avoid any tweaks in the spine. So regroup, tuck and squeeze, get the glutes, get your posture in check up to the top, crown of your head, and then let's move the head. Don't forget the focus below. Try one more to each side. Now draw that chin up, down. 3 more sets. And center. Tipping the head. Working all the way through to the other side. Two more. And 1. Nice. Roll the shoulders, and we're going to find cat and cow. Standing cat and cow. Hands are going to be placed on our thighs. Segmenting our spine, we round that tailbone under. Squeeze the glutes, round the spine, tip the chin. Finish with pushing into your thighs. Really open up the middle back. And now the tailbone's going up. Sink the belly through to the floor, and the chin lifts. At your own pace, move from your cat into your cow. And 1 more of each. If you're moving into that cat, let yourself find it and continue to stack all the way up. Finish with some shoulder rolls. And then finally, arms are shoulder height. Twisting at the waist. Mid-back movement here. One more each way. Great. All right. I think we're ready. Get a sip of water. We'll get this boot camp started. 3 minutes of cardio, followed up by 3 minutes of strength work. And we're going to do 3 rounds of that. All right. So go ahead, feel light and poppy on your feet like you can move around. I'll start you off with something you really enjoy. You've got pull behinds here. Pull, kick your rear, squeeze behind. Feel the shoulder blades pinching right at the spine behind you. And go ahead and take steps. We're not going crazy this first round. Workouts need to start gradually if the body's going to accept the whole thing, right? The whole thing. No jump jack. Here we go. So yeah, this first round, think light. Think about the full movement you're making. Notice how you feel. And travel with these. I want you to move forward and move backwards. We're going to get the heart rate up a little high with the next one. So think about lifting these legs up high over a log, over a hurdle. Take it 3, one direction, and then come back the same direction you came from. 3 steps. Big up and overs. Pull those legs up, your knees up, and make sure it clears both feet. Now we make it a shuffle. Quick feet here. Takes a minute to adjust to that, but now we're shuffling back and forth. Good work. Little pitter-patter sound on the floor means the feet are light and poppy. 5 seconds. Let's get some pickups. That's that direction toward the floor. We did it in the warm-up. Reaching down, you don't need to touch the floor, but you can. Shifting your body weight from side to side. Good work. Of course, we're gonna finish with burpees. They're here in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Reach, reach, dip, whoop. Reach, reach, dip, whoop. Dip. Woo, you got 10 seconds, and that'll be 3 minutes of cardio. Last one. Take a walk. I want you to kind of monitor the heart rate this way. Give yourself a few steps in between here before we get dumbbells. Taking a nice nose breath. Release it. Find the dumbbells. I'm going to start with legs. Movements for our legs. They're the biggest muscles in the body. We'll move up the body. And it's the same sort of thing. 3 minutes of strength. You're going to bring your dumbbells up to your chest here, holding them like your prayer hands, and find squats. Send your hips back, look for that chair, and come back up. Nice job. We're going to go 45 seconds in our 3-minute segment for legs. So we've got 4 different exercises. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. All right, feet are on skis. We're doing calf raises. Dumbbells are at your side like they're suitcases. Up to the toes and back down. Maintain control both on the way up, on the way down. I like to think of pushing my big toe into the floor as I send my heels up. Extend through your spine, your posture is in check. 3, 2, and lunges. Doesn't matter what leg goes forward first, we are doing both. Back leg is up on the toe, still hanging on to our suitcases, lowering down and up. Down and up. I like to push through that front foot. You're gonna get activation on the back side by that back leg pushing through the floor as well, but let's get both going. So the front foot through the heel. 5 seconds. 2, and 1. Now all you have to do is switch the front leg, and here we are. Good work. Maintain that length in your spine, just like when we found it in cat and cow. Space in the vertebrae, crown of your head is up. Lunges are like being an elevator, taking yourself down and up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Finish it off. I'm pretty sure heart rates went up from there too. Let's get a sip of water. 3 minutes, back on. Light and poppy on the feet. In 10 seconds, we're gonna go. Reduce any tension in your wrists and hands. And we take off. 30 seconds. Kick behind. Maybe you take bigger steps this time. But do continue to take your body in planes of different direction. Diagonals, sideways, backwards. No jump jack. 3, 2, 1. Might feel like you're a little bit higher, more intense for this round. How about that? Intensity has gone up a notch and it was gradual, right? Your body was open to it. You barely had to think about it. Follow along. Now get yourself ready for those big steps to the side, up and over. All right. Kind of in a defense crouched position here. Maybe even a high squat. We're going back and forth. Boop, boop. Step, step. Hang on 10 seconds. And then we shuffle. 3, 2, start your shuffle from here. Quick feet. Now you're firing up different muscles. Well, not really, but fibers, yes. Quick twitch muscles, they need to go quick. 15 seconds. Pitter patter on the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, we do pickups. I like these. Reach through your back, mid back, lower back. While we keep the heart rate up. In 10 seconds, you have burpees. And that'll finish off your 3 minutes. 3, 2, and 1. Here they are. Oh, you took the jump. Why not? Mid part of the workout. You're ready. 15 seconds. If you like to keep it back to your feet, just dip to the toes. That works too. Dip. Woo, how about one more? Dip. Woo. Eye that water, keep walking. Woo. We're gonna get back exercises in. So find dumbbells. And when I say back, I do mean the back side of our legs and our back. We start with deadlifts. You want your feet like you were on skis, about hip width apart. The dumbbells are grazing the front of your leg as you move through this, so they're just lightly touching the front of your thighs. We break, we hinge right at the hips, lower down, and really pull, think sink into your heel, squeeze your glutes as you pull to the top. All those muscles in the legs and in the lower back. Fire it up. It's like a chain of muscles, right? And 3, 2, and 1. Take a little moment. I will ask you to be back in that hinged position. So find your length, find your posture. Again, crease at the hip. Dumbbells are out in front and your palms are up toward the ceiling so that we can pull, keep the arms right close to your ribs and extend. Pull and extend. Ten more seconds here. 5, 3, 2, stand up tall, roll your shoulders out. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit more for the back. I'm just gonna give us a pause. We're gonna do one arm rows, one side at a time. So it's a lunge, front lunge position. This dumbbell is right here, basically in line with my front leg and knee. And now I pull again, keeping arm close to the ribs and extend. Pull and extend. You might be saying, Nicole, this is leg work too. You're absolutely right. And we don't need to mention balance. Yep, it's in there too. The last one. Follow me to switch sides. Other leg in front. Extend that arm and pull. About 15 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure your dumbbells are out of your way, clear, because we have our third and final round of cardio. Taking you through it, starting in 5. Pull behind, here we go, 30 seconds. You want to start to taper off on the intensity level now. That's great. If you want to take it back up, I'll work in some downtime in between. It's all up to you. 10 seconds left here. Hopefully things are moving nice and smooth as we transition to no jump jack. Here we are. Good work, good work. Now, when you want to bring some cardio practices, exercises down, eliminating the arms can be one way to do it. And you're just working with the feet. That's an option. We're getting ready to those side steps. 3 of them each way, up and over. I encourage using your arms in this one. It's like added momentum. It will help with balance. Back and this is followed up by the shuffle. Fast twitch muscles. You'll feel your muscle fibers kind of change a little bit as I call out speed. Now we want quick. This is good agility training. You've got to get those muscles trained for different kind of activity and movement. You're doing all the good work. 15 seconds. Can you keep your head up looking at me while you shuffle? And we move on. Pickups. Slow down the tempo. Really give a good reach. This one, go ahead and look at what you're picking up. It'll keep your spine alignment. Rather than trying to follow me, I'll call out what's coming up. And it's burpees. In 3, 2, and 1. Big long reach. A little dip. Woo. Reach. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing that heart rate down. I promised something to transition. Let's take some side steps. That's just a matter of step, tap, step, tap. You can do it with your water. Keep moving. We have arms left. And then a cool down. Find those dumbbells. Dance to your dumbbells. Right. 45 seconds for the next 4 exercises. First is lateral raise. Out to the side, lower down. Putting a bigger bend in the arm can lighten the load. And if you want to notice the difference, try full arm extended to a bent arm. I like to go somewhere in the middle. Continue to keep your shoulders down away from your ears. 10 seconds. Boom. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a hinge for me because we've got tricep kickbacks. Narrow stance, elbows up past your back. Press and return. Press and return. We're keeping control of these dumbbells the entire time. I like to find a little squeeze, a little pause at the top. Take your eyes down to the floor in front of you, make a long neck, long spine, 3, 2, 1, bicep curls. The heart rate is still up a little bit. You can walk with this. Nice curls. Another foot placement that's kind of nice is a steady foot up front and a kickstand in the back. You can correct your posture if it needs anything right now. In this stance, you can tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes. And all we're gonna do is switch a couple things. We're gonna switch our feet, kickstand the other side. And now on this next bicep curl, rotate the wrist. Palms are facing your thighs. Lower and curl. Finish the next 25 seconds right here. Head to toe with cardio. Done and dusted in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, right. Set your dumbbells down. Roll out anything that feels a little extra tense right now, a little contracted still, and get a sip. We'll work through a couple of cool down stretches, starting with a hip flexor. Back to almost that kickstand position we were just in with the bicep curls. Now I'm going to scoop my tailbone under, and then right here along the front of my hip, be very tight in there. This is a stretch to open that. I'm pushing my tailbone forward, squeeze the glute here on that side, opens the front of this hip flexor. And find those deep breaths. We start class with them, we end class with them. Short transition to stretch out the calf and the feet. I'm readjusting, repositioning slightly, long leg now in the back of the heel, sinking toward the floor, body weight on the front leg, opening up through the calf, giving those good deep breaths. Go ahead and push up off the toe, take a couple steps. Let's find the other side. Kickstand position to start. Tailbone forward, adjust here, the front of the hip opens. Very important to breathe in deeply here. Quick transition, extend that leg back a little farther, sinking into it, long leg. Lunging forward on that front leg. If the knee is sensitive to this body weight coming forward, you back off on it a little bit. Be mindful of the heel and the back is what we're trying to stay connected to the floor so we can get that length all the way through the back of the leg. So you've got some ways to play with this if you've got knee sensitivity here. And stretch through the foot, come back. Full body side bend. Try to open your stance wider than your shoulders. Sometimes extending your arms and seeing how wide your feet can get compared to where your hands are at, that can assure a wide stance. Let one arm come to your side and just flow with this full body stretch. Are you breathing? Are the breaths deep? And up. Try the other side. And come up. Let's try something to open up that mid back. We did the back work. Interlace your fingers and press palms away. And from here, I'm gonna tuck my chin and open behind my shoulder blades. We pinch the shoulder blades so much, let's open there. Breathe into that space. Slowly raise the chin. Sink and maybe decrease the space between the shoulder blades now. Let the fingers go. Roll out the hands, palms up, thumbs behind you. Slight raise of the chin. Opening in the front. And then let your hands come to your side. Find that you're tipping your head to one side. My gaze, and I guess I'm also dipping my chin slightly to the lower corner of the room. Keep your knees soft. A little bend in there. Deep breath. Take the hand away and we'll do the other side. First tipping the head. Adding a little help. My eyes travel to the lower corner. My chin follows. Release that arm and hand, head to center. Get nice and tall, check on that posture one more time. And we finish. One big breath. You are set. There we go. Boot camp, cardio, strength, all in one. I'm not sure how long it ended up taking, maybe 25, 30 minutes, but thanks for working out with me.